Do you know what? One story with Jesse, when we was at United, he was dancing, but he was stripping as well at the same time.
What's good, people? I'm Krept.
I'm Danny Welbeck, and you're watching Back and Forth with Noisey. If you didn't go down this career path with the music, what do you think you would be doing?
I got a degree in accounting, yeah?
Yeah?
But I definitely wouldn't have been an accountant because it's mad boring. And I'm really good at saving. So I think I would have just saved a load of money and just done some sort of business or something.
Sports? Did you not think about
football? I went to
coaching?
Coaching? No, never. I wanted to kick ball. That failed me. My leg failed me. Ended up doing music.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple bars myself back in the day. You know, I used to write
do you want to give us
a few bars and that.
Bar right
do you
now?
know what? It's a long time ago. You know? But everyone had like a little nickname. Used to go to these youth centres. You know, as my older brother, he was like well known in Manchester. Maestro, hold it down. I just used to go with him. You know,
did you have a nickname?
Look after me. Yeah, I did. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not.
I'm mad, you know that.
One of my boys gave it me in high school, and it was Fresh Kid.
Fresh Kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely call you Fresh Kid from now.
Yeah, Fresh Kid, I remember, man.
How I got into music is there's like a little centre near my house that all my friends and everyone from my area used to go and just spit, and everyone had a lyric in my ends. Everyone had a lyric, and I was the only one that didn't have a lyric. When I got home, I was like, I need to write a lyric. I went back there the next day, like, yeah, I got my lyric. And everyone wheeled up my lyric and was like, what are your lyrics like? Kind of thing. And then I just used to write little lyrics in my phone, but I wasn't really serious about it. And I remember Konan one time, I don't know why he was going through my phone. He heard one of my lyrics, and then he was like, yeah, he's like, you're actually good. Like, because Konan was sick in the end, he was sick, like, and it kind of made me feel like, yeah, I can do this thing. What about you, bro?
For me, I was always like focused on football. So ever since I was a kid, playing with my boys and brothers at a young age, and then you get approached by academies, you know, scouts and everything. So I think once I signed up at United as a 8-year-old, 9-year-old, and then you start progressing through the ranks, once it gets to 12, 13, then you start like taking it a lot more serious. You know, you're getting home from school and then you're going to training. Maybe some of your friends are staying out after school and then you're leaving them to go to training, but I think you've got your mind set on it from then. And I think that's what kind of made me choose this career path, and the fact that I love football as well. I try and do things that help me with football. So like when I got injured and I had pure time, you know, just laying on the bed and stuff like that, I'd be reading books to do with sports mentality or books that will like just help me, you know.
Field,
like,
yeah. So you reckon you would have probably been a coach or something? Fitness instructor or something?
Both my big brothers went to university, innit?
Yeah.
So possibly I could have went to university. I've still got brains as well, you know, so don't just kick the ball. So, yeah.
Stay in school, guys. Trust me. Yeah.
Is there a particular moment where you say that, that's the moment that made my family proud?
Yeah, I think when we won our first mobile, that was like a big deal. Because like, I remember at the time, like there wasn't no urban acts. We was up against like Sam Smith and those kind of big acts. And when we won Best Newcomer, like, I think my family was there with everyone. Like we all went up on the stage and that.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, and I just remember so much when I got my phone, so much messages from like family from left, right, centre, like congrats, we're all watching, like, and that was a proper moment. What do you think like was your most important? Like you felt like I'm the man today, right now. I am the man. Like either if it was a goal or whatever it was, like where you felt like, yeah, what now?
In the Euros 2012 when I scored a back heel goal against Sweden, that was the moment where I thought, like, you know what? Scored a sick back heel goal and won a match for England, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's something that where I just thought, again, the messages start going bam, 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 bam on your phone, and that from people close to you. It gives you that adrenaline, that rush, and the hunger for more.
Always wanted to know what that feels like, man. Even when you're just a local team and you score a goal, you feel...
Yeah.
So imagine scoring a goal like that at that level must feel crazy.
I can't explain that feeling, but do you know what? With that feeling, it helped me, do you know, because I've had the 2 knee injuries and stuff. Like, you know, you felt that feeling before. You want to feel it again. So even when you're out, you're still like thinking, nah, I've got to get back to this. Talking about feelings and, you know, getting that adrenaline rush. What's like the biggest like adrenaline rush that you've had?
Performing for thousands of people every time, and they're singing your songs back word for word. Like that feeling, it just doesn't get old. The adrenaline rush you get, I think, like, especially when you're doing like a big festival. Yeah. And seeing how excited people get that you come out on the stage, like, and then they start singing and going crazy and jumping up and down for your song. Because like we work hard in the studio. Like, people don't see that side. They only see when you release a song, but they don't see the hours and the graft that you put in the studio, writing, creating music. And then to see people singing your lyrics, thousands of people, and you just think, wow, my music's reached this far. Like, it's, I think that feeling there, man, is crazy.
Do you get nervous or before you're going out?
Yeah. It's like, it depends. Sometimes you've got shows where you don't even know how the reaction's gonna be. But then you've got the shows where you know, as soon as you step out there, it's gonna be
go
mad.
Yeah.
I think you get kind of 2 different emotions. Like, one, you're like kind of nervous, like, how's it gonna go? How's this show gonna be? And then you've got the kind of nervous but confident, like, yeah, I'm about to just do a madness, like, and I know I'm about to do a madness. There's that feeling as well. But we definitely get nerves. Even when you know you're about to kill it, you still get nervous. Like, it's just something that just comes just before you go on that stage. And you got, you know, someone at the front like, introducing to the stage, Krept and Konan, and you're just about to get that nerve, and then it goes. As soon as you step on that stage, it's just gone. Like, and then you're just there now. Like, do you know what I mean? One footballer that made you really want to get into football, inspire you?
Growing up watching the Premier League, there's so many like idols you can have, you know, man. You look at Thierry Henry, and it's like, it's just hard not to love the guy, you know, the way he played football, the skills that he had. But for me, growing up where I grew up in, alongside Wes Brown lived directly opposite the road from me. Sure. So I was a young boy, like 5, 6, and I'd be seeing Wes coming back from like England training, being at United and coming back, and I see him, you know, I've just got motivation right there, you know, inspiration right in front of me. If he can do it, then
so can I.
It's possible, so can I. That was probably an experience that really helped me. Yeah, what about you?
Grew up watching like So Solid videos, you know, on the Brits, they're coming down on the ropes on TV, and they're just like, it was mad. It seemed like a whole sick movement. The videos were sick, they're driving TTs, and like, you just think, yeah, this is sick. It kind of made me think, yeah, no, I want to get there one day. I want to have my music video on TV like that. I want to be on the Brits. I want to be, do you know what I mean? And that kind of was like something that really sparked my interest in wanting to pursue being an MC or making music and making tune. And then obviously, I was a big fan of like Eminem and DMX and just watching all of these. And Missy Elliott, the way she's creative with her videos back in the day, they were crazy. So, like, and Busta Rhymes, like their creativity, when I can do that one day, make videos like that, yeah, man. 100%. So, like, I got like inspiration from loads of people, but I think So Solid, knowing that they were from London, and English and British, like that's what made me believe that it's even possible to be like, yeah, we can definitely do this.
When 21 Seconds came on,
that was mad.
Which one did you? Who was you being?
I think Harvey, the way he just flipped over the thing and was doing that, I was like, yeah, that's mad. but
I remember them days, man.
But like, I was like, nah, man needs the Romeo sauce. You know,
the sweet boy.
Yeah, he had like the way he just came with the jacket, blowing all hench and that. Like, well, I looked hench when I was young, like them days. It probably weren't even hench like that. You get me? But man looked all in shape and that, and like the gal used to be, Romeo. You get me? So I think he just made man, want to get that kind of sauce. You get me? Like,
I see.
You got Romeo blood. Yeah, you sauced that one there.